the screen yet. Always a gap. Again, every fucking shot so far. Shite. Oh, shit. Christ. Oh, those days, is it? Thank you. Yeah. Get this one out of the way as quick as possible. This is a nightmare game. We can play one shot. I went the way I wanted it to. This was Scheiße. Music on me. It was pretty good a day. Wow. Someone didn't wrap the walls properly. It's used as anything. For goodness sake. Thank you. Thanks so much. So much easier when you hit the ball. Who knew? Oh yeah, everyone. Alright, trying to get the front wall tight. Notification is somebody. Hi Simon. Oh, if it wasn't your car, it'd be a bit of a sticky situation on his right, by the way. Sorry, just replying to somebody else. I'm trying to sell my carbon fibre cube because oh, my car's buggered and I'm not playing with it. Right, what have we got? Oh, sorry, Ben, there's a shot there. Right. I should play this as if I was playing a real game. What am I going to do? Do a lot of this instead of playing pocket. Nudge the 5 and put that in a slightly weirder spot. Oh, it didn't really. Shot. Right, try and go rail first, cut across the face of it. Maybe get the one. I'm trying to get the 1 here. Keep it over there, see if I can pull out. Oh, so it put in the face. It's just a slide. Never mind. Do a few more layups like that, nice and easy. Ah, right. So, get the arm going a bit. Perhaps some bangs or something. That's it. Don't go in. Sorry, just bear with me a sec. Right. Some more. The audio's working on this one. That's it. God, it took off. Jesus. Pretty sure. What do we want to do? Good kicking stick. I'm going to try stun, hit the 3, get the white, the other 5 maybe. The 3 quite a lot there. The other 5. Knuckle down. Makes sense. Whatever that is. Okay, let's try and play sensible. Still not. What's that 2 doing? Come on in. What's some balls? Wow, that was terrible. That was the worst of the lot. Come on, again. Push out. Come on, so I don't get it. Perfect. Races today. Fuck's sake. Really? I'm going to roll it in because it's a 9 ball. nice one. A little spot, I think. Seven aside. Good start. Wow, they landed absolute arse. Eight back. Twist the seven in. Twist it too much. Again. There we go. 8 in the top corner then. It's not coming easy. Same again, 8 in the corner. Seven. Oh, squared that right up. 9 ball. Well, wrong about needing this, saying I need to practice them. 9 inside. So these come really straight square. I'm aiming that to like here. Cross corner for the 7. So square this thing. Absolutely fabulous position. Seven in there. I think it's more of those things that shims away. Seven ball. Twist the 5 back in. sake. What am I supposed to do with that? These balls are terrible. Phew. Right, there we go. Maybe we've actually got a chance. So, two ball in there. Oh, that's so bad. You got no shot, you lose your bloody rhythm. Three ball. This is so narrow. This is very tough. It's in the corner. Overcompensate with that one. I find it's very difficult. Two ball. Five ball. Inside. Actually, no. Go for the four in the corner. How have I got that to go so narrow? I just don't understand. It's really tough to bang balls on this table. One in the corner. Five in the top. Six ball. Oh. Three ball. Three ball. Got a four up apparently. Three's landed in the worst spot possible. Blocking every shot. Four ball in there. Hit it. Three ball. Oh, way too hard. Straighten that right up. Three in the corner. Three ball. More practice needed with that, most definitely. Oh, got some comments. Your shed. What's up, Matt? What's up, exploring into Cars Plus? How you doing? Oh, yeah, once again, I was up late. I suppose we were going to work today, but my car started to break down, so didn't actually make it there. Normally work. But I live in Southampton, I normally work in Kent. Oh shit, sorry, put the plug this on. Bear with me a sec. Three in the corner. Seven balls. What was that? Double kiss. Double kiss. Might be double kiss as well, in that corner. Spin it in. Triangle. Oh my god, what have I done to that one? Threw that right off the cushion. Right again. But it's weird, I thought it's so much easier to go length for the table. I thought it really hard to bang side to side on this table. Two ball top corner. Nine ball side. So overcompensate that time. I was expecting it to go narrow, so I too wide. Five there, we'll get five out of it, and a few out of it. Careful. Cross back on the two. Five balls, sorry. Let me get the cue out of the way of that. Stick on it. One ball there. Four in the corner. Six ball. Back to the seven. Oh god, that squared up like crazy. cross corner. Seven offside. Nine ball cross corner. One on the side. Square up enough. Nothing. Five in there, maybe? Seven ball. Yeah, so you know how I asked about Chinese pool earlier. So there's a reason a lot of top players never go for a really powerful break as opposed to a more controlled one. I don't want to talk. I don't want to say for certain because I don't play Chinese pool competitively. But I believe it's because if you hit, if you have a rack with a template, I'll tell you what, I'll try it in a sec. If you rack them with a template, 15 balls with the one sort of low ball on the spot, then if you hit them in the middle, you should, in inverted commas, get this row of second balls should go promoted towards the middle pockets. And I think they're trying to, because especially where the pockets are so tight, and even in American April, it's hard to guarantee making a ball through luck. So I think they're trying to take that out of it by directing balls into the pocket. But it's very difficult. Got to hit them so accurately, and they need to rack super tight. Well, I believe that's the goal. They're trying to make the second row balls down. But I could be mistaken because I think I was watching it with the Jason Shaw and Chris Melling were playing it, but I never see them in it anymore. One at the top. Throwing this one in. And if I can cut it straight, that it look like stun, get it to put the right hand side on the six. I might be able to twist it into that pocket, but these are the tricky things, and the best of times when you know the table, not when you're struggling with it. I just didn't twist it at all, it just went exactly where I wanted it to. Pocket. When are you supposed to pass the head string? I guess you probably are. Let's go for the 7. I tell you what, actually, you can put white here. Play the 7 in there and try and pocket the 6. So if I could pop that, then later let's pocket up to the back of the 4. Go for the 4 in this corner, around 2 cushions, and the cue ball around 2 to 3 cushions to try and hit 6. So I should have left it like this. See, I don't think. So on some tables this 4 goes in, but I think on this table it doesn't. Get it square up. You have to like aim wide and then hit it hard, and then if it squares up off the cushion, you get out of the way. 6 in the corner. Way too hard. Too hard. And now they just go completely square. 6 in the corner. Should have got that one. First one, real bank. Oh, probably a million miles away. So I'll get enough into it that side pocket. Square this up a bit. Too much. Don't get the double kiss. Ah, so hard to get out of the way of that shot. More practice required. I'll tell you what, just quickly, because you said that, what was that? Can you switch to the iPhone mic again? Oh shit, I'm not actually using my phone. Crap. Let's see if I can change the mic. Fucking hell, because I'm not using my phone. How does this one sound? Is this any good? I'm using the mic on the webcam that's up on the ceiling. Is that any good? I don't know. I'll probably have to. What else have we got? I've got the microphone on me. Hello, does this one sound any good, Matt? Sorry, I need to get a proper microphone just permanently installed up above the table or something. I think, do what I do in the match room or whatever. Just get a microphone fitted up there, or over there or something. Right, try another game of bank ball. See if we can get the hang of it. Oh, didn't wrap those very tight. Don't do that. Oh, nice. One ball in there. Free ball. Oh dear. You do hit that much harder or aim that much narrower. They've gone very nasty. 5 ball. I'll get enough into that to kill that one. No, too much. Too wide. Oh, this is going to make for some really fun banking. Alright, maybe I can open this 6 out. I think the 2 might be in the way. If I can play it narrow but spin it out maybe. See if I open out tons of run inside. Oh, nearly. I'll narrow this one up and play that in there. Got it. Oh, for God's sake, this is not very useful. 7 ball. Oh, Jesus Christ, that opened out like crazy. Right, 5 ball, come on. Should be getting this one. You've got to get that one, you shouldn't be bloody playing the game. That's actually much easier to understand just what you're saying now. Oh, you can hear me okay, a bit better. Okay, bloody audio issues on this channel. Fucking hell. 9 ball. Across the corner on the 2. Go for the 7 in there. Oh, put some weird spin on that. Saw that. 9 ball. Tricky ones. 7, so this would probably go very narrow. Yeah, so I overcompensated, laying way too wide. That's not very useful. 6 ball. Oh, that's so bad. I cued that very well. Go in the pocket. 4 ball. Oh, see how much that squares up. Crazy. 7. Because I know it's going to square up, I've overcompensated for it. Come on, I've got to dial into this. 4 ball. Flip out. I mean, look at that. Just because I did it a bit too hard. 4 in there. Missed that one, but it squared up a lot. 4 over. Made it too far this way. 2 in the corner. Cross corner on the 2. Sit. 3 ball. Oh, shot. 3 ball. Too much into that. Way too much into that. I'm trying to land there. A little bit, don't really know what I was thinking there. I was just trying to square that up too much. Let's go for 2 rails in the side pocket. That double. Even though it seems a bit haphazard, enjoying your backs, get used to it. But relearn these angles. I had this thing where, because we were just playing in a club in Chichester, and the cushions were all knackered, like the half of them were hanging off and stuff. Basically, like I raised my ability to get out of snookers and back shots, so I remember I relearned it almost. So I've got a table that's consistent, but consistent with the way that I'm not used to, so I still have to learn how to play the banks. I'm going for a cross corner on the 3 ball. I find those shots quite reliable. Like you're playing at a nice pace, and because you're coming across the face of them, you're putting a bit of spin on them, and it means it's cancelling out and going narrow. Let's try the 1 inside. Going to do a magic rack though, and I'll keep that pocket so anything can happen here. Yeah, I was asking a lot. Yeah, alright, I should be getting this one. Look at that, how narrow that's come. But if it had a touch softer, it would have gone in. Right. I'm in shit positions again. 4 in the side. No one that's very easy to go too narrow. See, that looked like I was too wide to me, and I still missed it narrow. That's crazy. 8 in the top corner. One ball in the corner. Four ball. Right, we're challenged now, eh? I don't even think I'm going to hit anything hard enough to get bang. We'll try this. Try 6 in here. Cue ball might just fly straight in the pocket though. Wouldn't be too bad a shot on a 2, but up to the 7. 2 in the corner. Oh, so close! 6 in the corner. But if I miss it, it's going to tie them all up again. I think this will open out. It'll open out more than I expected it to. Is that okay? It might do, 6 in the corner. Oh, poor shot there. I should have got that one. 5 across corner. Two and 6 on the side. Two in the corner. Oh, spread it out too much. I noticed when I play on the backspin, they really square up. 7 cross corner. Two ball, 2 rails. Oh, didn't even hit anywhere near where I was aiming on that one. Just cued that really badly. 2 ball. Six ball, cross bank. Nearly. Get the white out. Can't really finish it. I'll try it cross corner bank. Isn't this that Ephraim Reyes shot where it goes in like this corner, it goes like there, and there, or something like that? Let's try that, we'll go for this corner. No idea how I play this, so I've never tried it. Well, that definitely ain't it. Cue ball. Almost as good as the real thing. I thought I ought to try that, surely I can play that. Where is it? It was like here, wasn't it? Something like that. Is it further out? I don't know. So he tries aiming it to there and getting it back in. Something like that. I don't know. Get it more backspin on it. Getting no square. Well, nearly. We're getting any squaring up on it, really. Try more from the right hand side. Closer. One more go. It's going to take you all night at one. Was that Ronnie Williams doing it? Nailed it again. Cue ball again. Right. Getting off. So they're going in 9 balls. Can we see a cheeky game of 10 ball? We can do 10 ball. Oh yeah. We've got 10 ball magic rings. Shark crack please. Unsponsored. If anyone ever give me a penny. Right, where's the 10? We just get the 10 out of the box. But it makes sense to be put away. way, if you hit the brake really square, the second round, I don't think I've done this magic rack, might be slightly more, but if you hit the brake really square, you should get one of those second row balls going near the middle pockets. That's the goal, supposedly. But I'm not the greatest at 10 balls, especially not a 10 ball brake. I'll try it. Try it with SVD brake. Well, far away. I think that's pretty well actually. You get a pop on them though. One in the corner. Didn't hit that. Did not hit that. We're going to get lucky. And we've got a bank. Thankfully, we've been practicing those, so I'm sure this will fly straight in. 4 on that side. Nowhere near. All the practice is paying off. Those 2 cushions. Oh my god, I threw it off, put too much size on it. Threw the 8 ball. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, no bloody excuse for that one. Well, this is some magnificent 10 ball being played. Try it again, shall we? At least the brake was a good brake. Come on. Should be this is my trouble. I should probably be practicing as if I'm playing a match, but I just find it so boring. I like to be fast and loose and try and go in a match with loads of confidence. It means I make a lot of mistakes in practice because I'm playing around, and then really you're training yourself to make mistakes, which isn't good. You know, if you pop white every 5 racks in practice and you do it in a match, you're not really be surprised by it, can you? I didn't hit those very well, not a good result.
Still have that drink, I'll just have it up. Bear with me a second. Do you go full power on the 10 ball brake or a bit less than 8 ball? Well, I think on the 10 ball one, because if you're in it from the middle, I think as hard as you can, that isn't at the expense of flinging the white ball around the table. Like, you know, if you don't make a ball, it might not be a disaster. But if you pop a cue ball or throw it off the table, then it is a disaster. So that's always a priority. As hard as sort of. Yeah, the 10 ball brake needs power. But the more square you can hit it, I mean, I've seen people not soft brake, but softish brake, the 10 ball brake. And if you're on a particular table, it's got where they're bracketed really tight, and they're sort of like I said, you get those 2 balls under the 1 ball. I'll try it too. I'll try and hit this a bit less power. I'll try and give it a bit more accuracy. And a bit like either the 5 or the 7 will go pretty close to the middle pockets. So I'll just hit this firm and not smash it. But I'll try and really aim to hit very central. We've also got the 4 wing corner balls, which they can go around 4 cushions into the corners as well. And that's why they don't break exactly in the middle, because it means that if they just go around the corners, if you're exactly in the middle, they're travelling at the same speed. If it's ever so slightly off, then one goes a bit faster than the other and they don't hit each other in the middle. Supposedly this is the theory. Right, let's try this. Yeah, so both a little bit low. But see how they both came around the 2 cushions and hit themselves in the middle? Now, if I'd have been a bit more off to the side, the 9 ball would have beaten the 6 there. So they went a bit too low. I'm not quite sure how, this is the thing though, I'm not quite sure what to do if they go low. Because that's like a level of finesse about the brake that I've not got yet, because up till now I've never had a table good enough I can get a reliable brake to try and start learning that stuff. Plus I don't compete with handball, so. Right, we'll try the one up in the corner. Short over, please. There's not really any. I played in one 10 ball competition run by Total 9 Ball a couple of years ago. I think I got to get to the quarterfinals or something like that. 9 in the corner, but I think that's the only one I've ever seen. I think maybe one of those London clubs do 10 ball, but 10 ball isn't really around in the UK. It's more of an American / Filipino thing. Obviously we've got English pool and stuff. There's only so many games we play around it. But we don't play one pocket in the UK. Oh, needs to be that full in the face, not a stick on it. Spin out. Oh, no. Right. I've got a lot of choice there. 5 in the corner. This is the wrong shot. I'm going to try it because I'm practicing. I'm going to try and drift through the gap of the 10 and 8 and land there for the 8 in that corner. 7 inside. That's a bit of a risky shot to play. Unless you're being super dialed in with the table. I should be gone now, but I have days where I play a lot better than others. What's the best exercise? Oh, sorry, nice try. Thank you, mate. Cheers, appreciate that. Guess the good thing with popping the cue ball is it lands somewhere in the middle rather than somewhere random. Yeah, I think it's. I remember Carl Boyd saying it's to stop you spinning the white straight into the middle pocket. That's as far as I understand it. That's like because if you play it like slightly above centre to try and cancel out the backwards bounce. But if you're playing a little bit of centre top spin, it wants to kind of arc around like that. So I think it just kind of bounces back more and then sort of settles. I think that's the idea, but I'm not, like I said, I'm not an expert on the 10 ball at all, so I wouldn't matter well. I wouldn't really describe myself an expert on 9 ball, but at the professional level, but at least I have an understanding of it. But that's how I understand it from what I've seen people say. What was your question? It was about what's the best tip for aiming? I'll tell you what, right? Actually, this is a good thing. So, best exercise for improving aiming. I can tell you what the biggest problem I see with people doing is. So I do a little bit of snooker coaching, and the biggest problem you see with players is I'll set up a dead straight shot, right? I'll tell you what I'll do. Set a dead straight shot up from the camera like that. So as if I was going to play that yellow into those balls. The biggest thing that people do is stand in the wrong place. So the first thing you need to do is you need to make sure your head is on the line of the shot, looking through the white ball and through the point that you picked on the object ball. So basically what you need to do is when you're judging a shot, you kind of stand around it and try and find your spot. So you like just have to settle into a spot where you think that's the potting angle. But what people do, I don't know if you can see my feet there, is what they often do is if they've got like a bit of a square stance, they'll start with their right foot on the line of the shot, like that, instead of their head. So their head should be on the line, but they'll start over there like that. No, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the edge of the one ball instead of the centre of it. All because my feet are like my head's not lined up with the shot. So the first thing you need to do is make sure you stand in the right place on the line. Pick that potting angle that you want on that object ball. Now the way you can do it if you don't know how to pick potting angles, it's a bit more complicated than this, but a good starting point is like just to imagine like a ghost ball lined up at the pocket. Now, depending on how you hit the cue ball and what spin, that can change that angle slightly. But that's a good rough starting point. So if I wanted to pop this one ball in that corner pocket, I'll try and imagine where a cue ball would be when it contacts that one to make a straight line for the pocket. So I could aim for this. If I could stand here and look at this 2 ball, if I now take that 2 away, if I stay standing in the right place, and I'll just hit that. I might hit this too thick because this is how it goes, but if I just point that at that and here, yeah. So it does go a bit. It does cut a bit thick, but that's kind of roughly how it goes. If you're cutting across the face of the ball, they tend to go thick because you've got a bit of friction. That sort of. So say that was the line of the shot. The friction is going to kind of push the white one slightly that way as it travels down there. So yeah, the biggest thing, just make sure you stand in the right place, sighting through the one ball, the cue ball, at the one ball. And then once you're stood in the right place, keeping your eye fixed through that one ball at that object ball. Try and keep your head on the line of the shot. Now you've got to try and get your body in position without moving your head off the line. That's where it gets a bit complicated, because you kind of got to get your right foot in front of you, or you need to stand sort of over your right foot a little bit more. So I stand square on and I put my right foot forward in front of me on that line. Get that right foot on the line, get the cue on the line as early as you can, and then just kind of get your body down and try and deliver it in a straight line. Something like that. So it's all about the majority of your aiming. I'll say 90% of your aiming should be done before you get down on the cue. And all you're trying to do so you make all your decisions about how you're going to play the shot, what spin you're going to use, everything like that. Do that all stood up, and then once you made your decision, it's stand in the right place, cue on the line of the shot, get your body, keep that head on the line, get the cue in the right place. So now make sure it's sort of, you can break this up if you want to, but I'll try and do it smoothly, but you want to get that cue on the line as early as you can, on the centre of the ball if you're hitting centre ball, Then get your body to the cue, don't pull the cue to your body. That's a big thing I always sometimes do, where I'll be lined up and I'll go like that. And yeah, just try and get that cue running nice and smooth, back, and then smoothly through the balls. And if you've done the setting up right when you're stood up, all you have to focus on when you're down on the shot is just staying still and getting that cue through straight, and it should take care of itself. Not as easy as that, but that's the idea. Don't know if you heard a word of that, never mind. Was I originally a snooker or pool player? So when I was a kid, I wanted to be a snooker player because it was the 80s and I'm old. I got my first little table. I had one of these little 2 feet table. I got that for my 4th birthday because I was obsessed with watching it as a little 3-year-old. 2 in a side. And then I got like a little 4-foot table when I was about, I don't know, 7. I only really started, I think I played my friend Stu a couple of times on a full-size table when I was like 12. It was only really when I was about 13 or 14 I started playing on full-size snooker tables. But I never played like pool at all. And then I started going to this, me and my friend group, I used to play a little bit of 9-ball because it was, I think my dad showed me how to play it because he was like working in Holland or something like that, and they played 9-ball there. But I basically mostly played snooker. But then I started going to this snooker club when I was like 14, and the first day we went there, they used to run a Monday night 9-ball tournament. I think this is like 1999 sort of time. So we started playing, like me and my friends started playing this Monday night tournament, and then I got a bit obsessed with 9-ball. That was a sort of, that was the year Efren Reyes won the World Championships. It was all like on Matchroom on Sky Sports. And then the next year, my favourite player, Steve Davis, beat Efren Reyes on the in the World Championships. I remember watching that. But yeah, by that time, like a year later, I think when I was 16, they had a big tournament at Chichester, actually, ironically, which is where I used to go. It had like 64 players in it or something like that, and I won it, and it was the first tournament I ever won, and I won one that had like 64 players in, so I was really happy with that. So that was like my first big win of anything. And then I started winning that Monday night tournament. Me and my friend basically won it every week for a while. And then 9-ball kind of just disappeared out of the UK. Matchroom stopped showing it. And then, so the only competition I could get, I was playing like a Monday night snooker league, but I had no idea how to compete in snooker because there wasn't really the internet yet at that point. The club, there was no like decent snooker players at all. I was like the best player in that club, but he was a kid, and that's not a lot really. So I had no idea how to compete at snooker. There was some English pool stuff going on, but again I couldn't travel, didn't really know where to find it. I ended up playing I won the Southampton Singles Championship for the like the Social Clubs League, because that's what our team played in. And then I found out about the IPA, and I entered that, but I found that difficult playing because it was a lot of money, and the job that I was getting was terrible pay. So I tried playing in that, but I found it quite hard work. So I just kind of like mutated into playing English pool. Well, I never really liked English pool that much. I like versions of it better than others, but I started like. Everyone else I know is like really into English pool, and I kind of just started playing it as like, just because there wasn't anything else to compete in. Couldn't compete in snooker because I didn't know where to go. And there wasn't, and 9-ball just disappeared from the face of the earth. So. Yeah, and I've been ranting for about 20 minutes now, but that's basically what happened. I started out playing snooker as a kid, but I only really started competing in anything. The first thing was, aside from playing a Monday night snooker match, the only tournaments I ever really entered as a kid were 9-ball tournaments. So yeah, I was competing at 9-ball from about 16 really. Oh my god, what's that? Oh, you fucking legend. Thank you so much. Cheers, man. Camera straight. Oh, bloody hell. Need to change the battery. Oh, mate, I really appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't have to do that, but I'm happy to help as it is. If I was in it for the money, I'd be a lot better at making a YouTube channel. But no, thank you, mate. I appreciate that so much. Let me just change this battery over. I need to get one of these bloody cables. It's a bit of a shambles. It's not very professional, this channel, as you might have noticed. Neither in the pool playing nor in the production value. Right, is that working yet? Come on. There we go. Are we back on? Back on. Sorry about that. Oh, cheers, man. At least the story's good. Make it up while I'm talking a load of shit. No, mate, have you got up? Like I said, I'm not the best player in the world. You know. I do a lot of like snooker coaching stuff because I've been on the WPBSA courses. So if you've got any sort of questions, stuff like that, I love talking crap about technique and that. As you might have noticed, I'm a bit of an obsessive about things. So yeah, got any more questions? Fire away. Happy to help. That's what we're here for, kind of. Well, that worked out alright. The cue ball hit. That shouldn't have been possible to get there. The cue ball hit the plastic. There's like little plastic shims inside the edges of these pockets to make them narrower, and it's hit the plastic shim and gone at a really bizarre angle and left me absolutely perfect. That's worked out a dream. Yeah, it's weird. I'm really like. It's only been the last couple of years I've been competing like 9-ball, like outside of my county really. So I went from like I kind of taught myself like old school 9-ball where you used to rack them with a triangle and you used to have to absolutely wallop them to be able to make a ball and stuff like that. It's a little bit new to me, but modern 9-balls are a bit new, but I'm trying to learn, pick it up, getting there. Starting to make, going to be doing some stuff with my friend Simon from another Simon, everyone's called Simon. Attacking 8-ball, because I think he's going to be playing a bit more 9-ball. So I'm going to make some videos with him about showing him how to do stuff, like how to do the break, bit of strategy, stuff like that. Jump shot, that through really thick, that one, all that sort of stuff. So. Alright. Bounce. Yeah, that thing with like getting on the line and all that sort of stuff. If you watch somebody like Ronnie, this is another thing that I find. Like, there's a player called Ronnie O'Sullivan. If you don't know, I don't know if you'll ever see snooker or anything in the UK. He's like literally one of the best players that ever lived. But he's really, really fast. And people will want to play like him because he plays a very attractive game. But what people don't realise is that Ronnie isn't quite as fast as you think he is. And he still does everything right. But people who like try and be like him, they try and be fast by like cutting the process down rather than just being more efficient. Oh, cheers. You're way better than any people I've played in person. One of my friends is damn good. Oh, cheers, man. Appreciate that. Sometimes I am. I'm like really weird. Like I've got like the gulf between my good game and my bad game is really, really massive. I could play really badly, or I could play as well as like the professionals, but who knows what we're actually going to get one day to the next. That's part of the problem. Was that second ball? It might have been a second ball. I wasn't really paying much attention. Yeah, a lot of people do try and be like Ronnie, and they'll just like get down and try and pop balls. But Ronnie, when you actually watch him, even though he's quick, he still stands with. Even though he might walk around fast, he doesn't like walk into a shot like that. That's one of the big things people do. They kind of come in from the side. He still walks in here on the line of the shot, and then comes in down the line of the shot. He just does it quick, but he still does everything right. So the key thing about getting good at pool, snooker, is trying to get everything right. Oh yeah, I saw that. Was that from a few years ago? I think they did that. Was that from like lockdown times? I think I saw that. Yeah, but I was thinking about that the other day. Yeah, Steve talking about playing 9-ball, obviously. I like Steve. Oh. He used to be fucking. To be fair, he was bloody good at 9-ball for Steve. I'll tell you, he was better than. Like, we've got a couple of snooker players who play at the moment. Like Gary Wilson is pretty good, but most of them aren't very good. But Steve was pretty good at 9-ball. Sharp was. That's going to go right behind the floor, didn't it? That I potted that right into the edge of the pocket, and it took all the speed out of the cue ball. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to watch it, it's a bit old school, but if you could watch Steve Davis versus Efrem Reyes in the 2000 World Pool Championships, we used to have it in Cardiff. I wanted to be in it, but I was too young. I still think that's the best match of anything I ever watched. I mean, I'm biased because A, I watched it live when it happened, and B, Steve Davis is my favourite player, but it's just such a fucking exciting, brilliant match. It really was. That's my favourite match of anything. Yeah, it's not quite the way that people play 9-ball these days, but you know, you've got Steve Davis, who's still a competent player, and obviously a brilliant QS, a snooker player, and you've got Efrem Reyes, the greatest player of all time, was a reigning world champion. It's just a brilliant match. I started making a video of like my favourite Q sport matches, but I couldn't make it in a way that didn't seem crap. Even though I make videos, I'm a bit rubbish at being an editor and stuff. That video that you, I think you commented on that video of me doing English pool, didn't you? And it took me half an hour to film that, and I know a couple of other people. It's weird, because when I started doing this YouTube stuff, a couple of other people sort of from my same club started doing it as well. One of them is the April pool coach, and he can sit there and film stuff and retake shots all day long to make sure he gets the right shot. You know, we'll try the same thing over and over again until he gets it right. And he's got like, I don't know how he does it. It does absolutely do my nut. I don't know how people can sit there and practice the same shot over and over and over again. It's like the dedication to be able to do that. I've just never going to have it. So I might upload the full video, because it was like a 30-minute video of me trying to get breaking run at English pool. And I've said at the end of the video, yeah, I'm not going to make any more videos like that anymore. I'm just going to do it in my head, and I haven't got patience for it. That's why I do like off the cuff stuff or live streams. I think it's better for me. Yeah, it's still getting a bit low, isn't it? I don't know how to get that further up the table, really. I'm not quite competent enough at 10-ball. Lockdown, yeah. Personally, right now. Yeah, I love El. I played in the US Open a couple of years back, and I really wanted to meet him. That's the thing I was looking forward to the most. And he got COVID, and he couldn't come. He had to bail out. Oh, ago. Yeah, so I was absolutely gutted about that. I would have loved to have met Earl Strickland. Yeah, I'd love to get like some coaching with him or something, just for the experience. I mean, he must have forgotten more than most people ever know. Obviously, he's a bit of a character, but I happen to really like him. One thing also you can never say about Earl is that he doesn't care, because he's got to be the most passionate player that's ever lived. Don't hit it? Oh, you bastard. Oh, don't do that as well. Right, this is now play a shot towards the camera. This will be a good example here, right? So I'm going to try and pop this red free ball in that corner. The natural angle of a rolling cue ball is roughly like that sort of line there. So what I'm going to try and do is pop this with a bit of top spin and a bit of run inside, so that'll be left hand English spin, and I'm going to try and get the cue ball to come around this cushions here, maybe leave myself on that four ball. It's a bit of a missable shot, especially because I've got slightly awkward bridging. So to be able to play this shot, I've got to stand back. I find certainly easier. I need to have like in that pocket needs to be in my peripheral vision. So if I stand here, it's like a bit too out of the way. So I need to stand back to get it all in shot, and I can pick my potting angle. And for me, I'm aiming about there on that ball. That's what I think the potting angle is. I've got to try and I might have to adjust it because I'm going to play with top and left spin. So that's going to throw the cue ball out to the right, but it's also kind of like going to make that ball go a bit thicker. So I need to so if I hit the exact spot, it's going to make it go there, but it's also going to go further that way, which will overcut it. So I've got to try and like compensate for two separate things there. I'm going to try and pick my spot there, get down on the line of the shot, keeping my head on the line, try and deliver that cue through straight, push through the ball, make sure I don't decelerate, and hopefully I can pop that in that pocket and get the cue ball round three cushions and maybe leave the four inside. But after all this talking, I've probably got no hope in hell of actually pulling it off. So now I've just got my body lined up. I don't look like I'm potting this at all, but we'll give it a go. Oh, there it is. There we go, we pulled it off. Talked it up. But I slightly overdid that. I could have done with being a bit short on this four, but you know, that was a tricky shot. But that's kind of how I go about trying to play these shots. So this one here, I think the natural angle on that ball is just going to graze the five. So I play this a bit of top spin. I'm hoping to just nudge that five past the 10 so it goes and leave the cue over here maybe. See if I can do that. It might have a bad contact and go thick though. Yeah, threw a bit thick. But I've got away with it. I got very, very fortunate with that landed. Oh, get the rest out of your easy side. Right, same sort of thing. I'm going to play this like centre ball with lots of left spin, get it to sort of swing around two cushions and maybe land about there. That's the sort of right sort of shot. On these tables, you're kind of like pushing the ball rather than hitting at it for this sort of shot to get the most out of it. Yeah, actually opened out a bit more on that cushion, but the line's good. That's all that matters really. Right, so I'm going to do like a bit of a stun with right hand side, which will get it to draw up the table. I've got a massive area to land in this. This is the sort of shot, it's really easy to get lazy on this actually. If you hit this with pure backspin though, it's kind of just going to come up the rail and end up stuck on the cushion, so you almost need to like punch it into the rail and get it back out again, because you want your hand in the middle of the table. I can't a bit straight, but because of where the 8 is. Because of where the 9 is, I actually want to be quite thin on this 8, so I reckon where the cue ball is now, roughly, gives a nice angle to pop that and come back up the table. Either that or I need to get low on it, which is like right down here, which I could do, but if I land straight, it's a bit of a nightmare, so I'm going to just basically try and leave the white roughly where it is now. Yeah, so because of where that is, it's so easy to pop. I could have thought quite a big angle on that. So this is a sort of shot now, on these really fast tables, this is slowed down a bit. But if you place with topspin, it can kind of like arc off the cushion, and then so you think it would come off at an angle like that, but it actually like arcs and opens out, so potentially if you place a topspin, you could end up in that corner pocket. So I'm going to place like centre ball, aim to cut that in, and I think the natural angle should be along that sort of line. But I need, if I put any topspin on it, it's going to actually widen it out, potentially towards the corner pocket. I don't want to do that. So it did skid out a little bit wider, but pace was good. Yeah, I'd have rather been there, cutting that in. Now I've got to go around two cushions. Slightly off straight. Again, on this sort of table, where sort of sliding tables, it's very hard to get a grip with topspin. It just kind of dies. So even though I'm straight, I might find it easier to punch into that cushion with right hand side and get it to sort of come out. Don't want it to be a screw shot because I'll go straight in the corner, so it's like a stun. Yeah, see, it didn't, even though I hit it really hard, it skidded. That's a sort of difference between like a brand new cloth or newish like this one and club cloth. I hit that on a normal club table, and that's that end of the table. 10 in the corner. Try and avoid the scratch. Got away with it. Do I watch any Hendrix channel? I've watched pretty much all of it, I think, actually. I played on his table, actually. When I did my snooker coaching course, they did it in his little room, Q-Tip's room. But yeah, I don't think I watched all his early stuff. I've watched pretty much all his like Sunday videos clips now. I think it's brilliant. He's actually really good on camera as well. Yeah, I quite like him. I mean, I wasn't that into like when he gets like the footballers and that sort of stuff in, because I only really follow Paul like Q Sport, so I'm not really interested in watching some guy play golf with him or whatever. But he's obviously doing stuff like that to build the channel. But yeah, when he gets sort of the players on, I really like that. He does interesting stuff. I did try a year or so or two ago, whatever. I did a live stream trying to do his tough table challenge. It was I did it on like the wettest day of the year, and the table I was playing on was horribly damp. I think it took me an hour, and the best I got was like 68. That's terrible. I mean, obviously it's a tough table, but I mean, I'd like to think I could have done better than that. Well, that's not the best break. What are we going to do there? Here. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'll sip a drink. Just wait a second. You need to do more vids with Gareth Potts. Has he done one on Chinese 8 ball? I don't know if he has. I wonder if there's a conflict of interest there, actually. I wonder if he's got deals with certain Chinese people. So obviously Gareth Potts doesn't really play English ball anymore, does he? He's a bit of an old fat fellow, Gareth Potts. Can't quite work him out. Right. So we can't do a lot here. I think if we were playing a match, we've got to play push out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play push out, try and nestle the 9 on the 2, tie the 2 up, and leave myself snookered on the 1, but then I've got a 1 rail kick where I could play a snooker and be on the 5 or something like that. but it could go wrong. So you don't want to make it too easy because you don't want to give it on the plate for your opponent. So push out, 9 on the 2 ball. So that's if I leave the 1 ball, it's almost impossible to get on the 2. So I'm still snookered on the 1. But if I can get off the cushion and hit the 1 at that sort of angle, push the 1 onto the 6, I could potentially, I need to hit it hard enough to get to a rail. I could maybe stick the white in behind the 5 if I can get this right. It's a very touchy shot though, so it wouldn't surprise me if I left it right over the corner. Yeah, so I've just hit that. I've gone too far this way at the cushion. But I knew that's why I put the 2 safe, because I knew it was a tough shot. If you're trying to leave, you don't want to leave it too easy, because then your opponent's just going to put you in trouble. Don't think the 1 cuts. Could potentially chip the 1 off the cushion in behind the 5. Get the cue ball around here somewhere. Maybe even beyond the 10. I can't really hit that too hard over though. I think I'll just settle for trying to get. I could just leave the cue ball up here actually. I'll play it without any run inside. Let's try that. What? So I should bang it at 6. No, I think I've got to clear the 6, so it's going to come around that sort of line. Alright, I'll play it with a lot of run inside and see if we can swing it round under the 10. Too much. Oversided it. All that talking, rubbish. Alright. I can only get that foot in the face, I don't know if I do anything with it really. I think if I hit that foot in the face, try and stun the white there, it just goes straight to the 6 and leaves the 1, so it's not actually an easy shot this. I might just try and swerve around the 4, clip the 1 and try and get the snooker beyond the 5. But if I don't get it, the 1's over the pocket. Yeah, there we go. I've left a very awkward jump. Oh, we've got another tape from the view, haven't we? Gareth had one of the craziest things for it. Yeah. There we go, got a good view there. The weird thing about Gareth Potts is his break, where he like bends his cue, he like advertises that like that's a good thing. Like, no, it's not a good thing because you're knackering your cue. Why are you trying to say that's a good break? I mean, the movement on the balls is good, but bending your cue, that's terrible. I don't know what he was thinking with that. Oh, this is like really terrible, these sort of jumps. This is such a short jump. And if I pot it, I've got no shot on the 2 anyway. In which case, it's clearly the wrong shot, isn't it? I should probably practice that. I'm a bit out of practice with my jump shots. But it is the wrong shot. So that 1 ball is not touching the rail. I'm just going to gently maybe catch this side. The ideal shot, I'm just going to catch this side of the 1 and promote it to that cushion. But if I double kiss it, I could leave it over the hole. Bit too soft. Hit the part almost hit the part I was aiming for, hit a bit thin. But I couldn't get, what I would have wanted to do was like get on that side of the 1, like go 2 cushions, obviously the 6 was in the way. But, again, tied this 2 up, so it was fairly low risk. I wonder if I've got enough, if I can get into that enough to get there. I might be able to do that, land here, and I might be able to do something with the 2. Get nothing to it. Oh, that was a nasty little skid on the cushion there. Well, yeah, need to get some bite into that. Okay, so we're snooping on the 2. Now this is the sort of situation where, like, when I first played in the UK Open, I was trying. All I could do was just hit the ball. And it meant that, okay, maybe I could hit the 2 and put it to the cushion, but I was just going to be in trouble the next shot. It's not enough. It's not enough against the really good players. I've got to hit this and try and hit it in a way where it goes safe. So if I don't know if I've got enough space behind this 3, but I'm going to try and hit this to get the 2 to come up there and maybe go in front of this crowded bit. That's what I'm aiming for. It might not happen, but that's what I'm going to try and make happen. 2 cushions. Okay, I called it a bit thin, but at least I was trying something. You know, you've got to try and make something happen. How's your COVID, by the way, Matt? 2 in the corner. Notice I've just screwed that one back a little bit. Actually, if I thought about it, I could have left it there, and actually, I was thinking I'd screw back past the 7, but actually I could have just played a stop shot and left a thin 5. I might just roll into the 7 now, because it's actually simpler than I thought it was. Key thing with this shot, if you play the top spin, you can land up 2 straight, so I'm going to play the top, but a tiny bit of check side, so it kind of squares up across the cushion. Oh. The way they've come like almost parallel to those rails rather than sort of run down the cushion. Same sort of thing with this one, I want it to come straight up there rather than normal top spin will take me out the 7. So top and a bit of right hand side. Okay, 9 ball's in a bit of a funny spot to get on from the 8. I almost want to be where I am now, kind of go around 2 cushions around the 10, sort of like where the 7 is, sort of cut that in 1, 2, 3, maybe. So I'm just going to leave the white on the sort of line from where the 7 is to the 8. I'm just going to float this into the pocket really. So I never really like playing like I could have brought it down here and then tried to screw across, but I don't really like that because on certain tables the ball like skids and you end up down the cushion, down the table too far. But I think if I cut this thin to that sort of jaw, the natural angle should take me about here. Like that. Yeah, this one's a little bit thin. I'm just going to try and pinch it back to about there and just take a slightly funny shot on 10 because everything else is a bit complicated. So it's just a lot of backspin, tiny bit left hand side, but not in it very hard. You try and do too much, you end up like there or something weird. At least if you've got, at least here on the line, you've got the shot. Cool. Definitely improving. Oh, it's good to hear. I'm still on the shitty. Oh. Forgot about the camera. What are we doing? 1 o'clock. Oh, bloody hell. I'm supposed to be working in the morning. Alright. I'll play 3 more racks and I better call it a night really. It feels tragic for me to say, but that's what it is. I started out really terrible, but I feel like I'm playing alright now, at least. I've got a tournament this weekend. I played in one a couple of weeks back, like a little one, but this one's the first proper like big tournament, it's GB9. So I'll try and make sure I make a video for that. I really like to do well. But of course I've drawn my nemesis Mark Capito in the first round, for like the 55th time in the last 12 months. So it's going to be tough. Yeah, 10 ball's a good shout actually. think I can cut this in and just get inside there and bounce out. So just playing this top spin. Now, getting on the 4 was going to be a challenge. I couldn't really do anything with that shot, so I had to just accept what I got on the 2 because I was off the cushion. It might be possible to draw the pot of 3 and draw into the joint of the 8 and 4, maybe promote it. I think I need to be basically on this sort of line, so I might have to come off the cushion and leave the cue ball about there. I need to be far enough off the cushion that I've got a good amount of the cue ball. I might play a bit topping inside and come down, but I can't come too far. I don't have the angle. It might be a bit too far. It might not be on now. No, come off too far. I needed to be. That actually went further out than I was expecting. I thought I was going to get a thicker contact, so I thought it was going to be more here and I hit like there. Okay, so what options do we have? I think if we draw to the cushion and come into about here with like the maximum backspin. So maybe I can get out there and leave a bank. Probably the right shot now. It's going to be work out like a good safety. So where can I leave the cue ball to be able to play safe the next shot? It's not easy from where the 4 is actually. I almost want to be like here and sort of chip off of it and go 2 cushions in on the 7. That's tricky. I'll try and get some. I think I might be able to graze that 8 ball at best, but I don't think so. But I'll try and just draw to the cushion, back out about here, bottom and right spin. Yeah, I said I might be able to graze the 8 ball. That's about it. I do potentially have a bank on here. If I could play it. If it was a hair further off the cushion, it would be a lot easier. But I think it's that sort of level where it's hard to avoid the double kiss and not get it to throw wide. But he's banked quite narrow, so I might be able to. So I'm going to basically try and throw the 4 into the cushion and like make the cushion sink in a bit, so that the white's got time to go to the right before it throws the 4 back out of the cushion. And hopefully kill the cue ball on the 8 for the 5 in the corner. That's what we'd like to happen, but I might get a double kiss on this. Yeah, there we go. It's straight, but I'm not really aware. I think we'll take it. What can we do with this? I was hoping I could just stop the white and cut the 6 in. But I won't really be able to pop 7 because it's very thin from up here. So I'm going to have to try and. I'm going to have to pop. Either roll the 5 in and leave the white there, which is very, very challenging, or I've got to try and dig down and draw back out into the middle of the table. I think I've got to do that. Makes this very missable there. Okay. So we've got a good angle. Well, it's that sort of angle actually, really, like kind of coming at the corner pocket. I think I've got to basically just draw up and try and clear the 10. So I need a good stroke on this. Lots to follow through. Here's a tip I learned from the guy who coached Ronnie O'Sullivan's coach. If you want to get a bit more action out of it, just kind of like squeeze the back of your fingers as you go through. So open your fingers out, and then these back fingers as you go through. Just give it a gentle squeeze, and it just gets a bit more work out of the rifle there. Yeah, top tip from Frank Adamson. So I'm going to place the bottom and right hand side and try and get up that sort of line if I can time it well. Timed it very well, and I've almost overrun that, but we're actually okay. So I think if we roll this in, we'll kind of come in a bit like that sort of line. I might just accept that that could be on the cushion for the 10, because as long as I don't land like short, I'll show a shot on it. It's off the rail. I could play this with a hair left hand side and try and get out, but I think it's a bit funny like that. So I'm just going to play it centre ball, top spin, just hit it firm enough to get off the cushion. So if I'd have been that bit softer, I'd have been straighter, but I'd have been on the cushion. Two more. Was that breaking run? No, it was that game where we had the safety battery bit at the start, I think. It's like very hard to drink while I'm on a live stream and end up drying out. Right. God, I love having my own pool room. So bloody brilliant. Right, let's try the old SVB break. Wasn't very accurate. Yeah, you suck, SVB. Oh, what a result that is. I got camera 2, let's see what we got. Need a director. Well, we've got a chance. This is the thing, right? So this is like the natural angle to take this one to the 1 ball is there. So if I go there, it should go at the 1. However, because I'm playing it with the top of the white on a slidey table, it's going to hit that cushion and then it's going to like, the top spin that's on it's going to like arc it. So I reckon if I play this where I think the right angle is, I think I'll miss the one like that. I think the top spin will arc it wide. But I don't think I can hit far enough up the table to cancel it out. Maybe if I hit there, that will arc into, like, the angle for that should take me like there. But I think if I play it with, because I've got to play with top spin and a bit of pace, because I need to try and hit this hard enough that I can come out and have a shot on the 2 and don't end up snookered. So that's going to increase the amount of top spin that's on it. So I think even aiming there might still go wide. So I might try and dig down on it a little bit just to take a bit of the top spin out. Let's see what happens. Aim there, dig down a little bit. Okay, yeah, so I took the top spin out of it a little bit, but then it went back to where it should have gone. So I should have cancelled it out by going, yeah, so I said if I went there it was going to go into the 10, so I cancelled out the top spin, and then it did go into the 10. So what I should have done was the same thing, but aimed it there, where it was actually originally aiming for the 1. So not clever enough to be so clever, unfortunately. Right, I need to get a cue ball there. Top and right hand side. Overdone it. But better overdone than underdone. These are all the sort of things you've got to think about when you're on like slippery equipment. It does weird stuff. Right, let's try and draw this back, maybe past the. I'm going to pop that in the side of the pocket and try and draw up here to like this sort of area. I didn't hit that very well, and I hit it full into the middle of the pocket. But I did know that if I did it, as long as I've got an angle, I could potentially still get on the 5 off this. Just need to pick a line for it. get the pace into it. Yeah, skidded. So that did the same thing here, the cushion, because it's slightly like arced. That's the trouble with that. Right, let's try and get the cue ball beyond the 10. It's a bit touchy because if I mess it up, I'll leave the 4, 5. Yeah, that was risky shot, that one. Sometimes you play shots like that knowing that if you mess it up, you're potentially selling out the game. But sometimes you've got to do something to try and win the game. So you take risks. 5 in the corner. Try and dig down and hold the cue ball. Ooh, I'll just keep it across it a bit. So this is another sort of example. On like a normal table, you place a top spin on the left hand side. You can get the white to go to where that diamond is, on the left hand side and take it down there. But on this table, because it slides, it's going to throw more out to the right and it's going to grip less on the cushion. It's going to slide out and it might even hit the 10. Unless I did quite, if I hit it firm, it's going to kind of come to about there and I'll be lucky to get, if I play it with left hand side, unless I play it with absolutely mountains, I'll be lucky to get inside the 7 here. So you end up thinking the natural shot isn't the right shot. I'll try it, but I wouldn't be surprised if we ended up down that centre line, just because of how slidey the table is. Yeah, so I played that left hand side, it didn't even grip. It completely skidded off that rail. Fortunately, we've been practicing our bank shots, so the 7 is going in there. Oh, I overdid it. Too hard, too much backspin. Backspin squares it up. I can cut this in. This one in. Could risk. Could play a two-way bank. Would bank the 7 in there, leave the cue ball behind the 8, cover in the pocket maybe if I do it nice and slow. A bit risky. Should have hit it there, it flew in the face. What's that about? Well, cue action's died on me. Yeah, that was one of the things I meant to do. I didn't film it in time because I was pissing around with my camera. But what I wanted to film was like the difference between like a tournament table, so when it's got its brand new cloth on, and the normal club table. In fact, the shots don't go the same. But this table's slowed down quite a lot now and played in a bit. Like you feel it's got a bit fuzzy. So all that sheen and slidiness is like a tenth as slidey as it was. It's still slidey, but it's not like it is on a brand new table. So I don't think I can film that anymore. This one. Oh, yeah, playing 9 ball apparently. Right, was that 2 more? On 8 ball, on these American tables, can you still get a powerful break with an open bridge compared to closed? I think so. I think it depends entirely on how well you can. It depends whether you can keep the cue on a level plane or not. I'll do the same sort of break here. I mean, I've been starting to break open bridge with 9 ball because I feel like I'm controlling the white ball better. I'll do the same open bridge break 10 ball. We should be able to get. It depends whether you get used to it. It took me ages to be used to not cueing off the rail and getting that pace into it, but I think I'm okay with it now. Not brilliant, but it was pretty good. It's tricky though. I feel like your cue wants to fly off your hand. Much less. It feels a bit wilder in a way. Oh, I didn't get speed onto it. I need to be there. Alright, cool. The natural angle of a pop that's taking the white to back here. I might be able to put a hair of right hand side on it when I come up the cushion table to there. So like centre ball, up and down wise. Well, basically you're looking at 3 o'clock. So I just want to throw that into the pocket, get the white to go near the corner, swing out, so maybe here, something like that. It's got to be quite a soft shot. This is more like this is a sort of 9 ball shot. I was talking this to my friend Simon Flaxman from Tackling 8 ball. This is like a 9 ball American shot. You just can't play this shot on a snooker table because there's not the weight on the ball, or an English pool table, because you don't get the weight in the ball to carry it around. You get the weight, the heavier white ball, you can play it like centre ball and it'll roll with side spin. You do it on an English pool table, by the time it gets to that ball, it's just swerved off. There we go, talk myself out of it, but that's basically how I wanted to play it. Too much talking, not enough potting. It's quite distracting, isn't it? Right, I'm going to try and spun around 2 cushions with right hand side, hopefully land there. That's it. Think land straight. Right, what have we got? If I play this with top spin and right hand side, it's coming underneath the 10. If I play it with so I need to play it with like less right hand side than I normally would to get it to come inside the 10. But if I play it with pure top spin, it will end up down here and probably go nowhere. So I need like a hair of right hand side, but not much. Just looking like a tip of right hand side. And it still carried, so I cued across that one a bit because I still carried it into the 10. So I aim to a tip right hand side. I think I hit more than a tip. I'm going to have to try and jump the edge of the 10 and try and stun out for 5. I think we're getting close to the bedtime. Oh look, we're snooping again. So this is another potential jump shot. But it's a lot dodgier. It's a much longer distance to get to the 7. You've got to be up in the air to get past the 7, but then you need it to land. But what could happen is by the time it lands, it's jumping and then you cut across the face of the 4, so the white could ping straight off the table. You almost need it to land on the 4. Very difficult jump. So if I was playing this in a match, I probably wouldn't play the jump here, even though it's not that hard to pot the 4, just because of where the 7 was. Now if the 7 was here, undoubtedly I'm jumping it. Because the 7 is closer to the 4, it's much harder to get it to. I've got to get so much height on it to clear the 7 that it's still going to be bouncing a lot by the time it gets to the 4 ball. So Try and kick the 4 for one cushion up here, and maybe stick the cue ball under the 10. A bit too thin. So it actually, yeah, so too much right side on that one. But still better than leaving this, even though it's a very gettable shot, still better than sending that foul. So I'm going to float this in with a bit of top and right hand side and try and get it to come across the face of the 6 there, right down in the corner. Quite a bit thin, so I lost the cue ball, but we might be alright. So this is the thing, like, again, that's the shot you can play on an idle table, you can't play on other tables. I can play that with top and right hand side, and because there's no nap, it's not going to swerve barely at all, it will still carry on and pop the ball. I swerved a little bit because I overcut it, but if you try it out on the snooker table across the nap, you'll barely even hit the 5 ball by the time it gets there, off the rail. It's just not a shot you can play. It's a completely different way of playing the game. I thought that 8 went, but it's a bit tight. I have to run right to the cushion. You know what, I'm going to pop this and run on and off the cushion and leave the 8 up the rail. I don't want to come inside this middle pocket because I'm going to have to do a free rail hop shot on the 8, on the 9. I think the further down there you go, the harder it is to get back around the table. So I'm just going to try and bump the white off the cushion, leave it roughly where the 8 is. So I think if I play this with top spin and a little bit of right hand side, not too much, I'm trying to come around this sort of line, straight at the 10 ball. Oh, unless you get it full in the face, like a donut. Oosh! Alright, last one, and then I need to go and use the toilet. Oh, it's on the wrong bloody view. Let's go on a decent view. There we go. So what any views? Oh, previews, nice. Much appreciated. Can get a bit lonely and spooky in here when you're here late at night on your own. I never don't have nothing going, so it's weird. Like talking makes it feel less quiet in here. If I wasn't live streaming, I'd be playing some music or I'd have like a film on or something on my PC. Break up the silence a bit. Alright, let's make this the last one. Oh, bastard. Two doesn't go. Well, we could play a very risky shot. Try and skill shot the 1 through the 6. So I'll have to do that bang in the middle, get the 1 to follow the 6, and draw and just brush the 2 and leave it in the middle pocket. leave it in the corner. No, I've tied the two up more and so no shot the one. It was a risk. Right, I'm going to try and cut the one in, aiming for about there. It's very tricky though, because I'm shooting over the two. In fact, I think that's going to skid. I think if I aim there, it's going to skid and get that quite full. Damn, I don't think that's on. We'll try it, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to cut the one in. I need to aim actually where the pocket is, just because it's going to slide. So, cutting the one into that corner, not too difficult. It's very difficult getting that a useful positional shot. So I'm going to do a gentle hair of screw, point in that corner, just widen that angle slightly and try and kiss the joint of the 2 and 3. It makes the pot a lot more difficult because it's a really subtle shot. I'm also going to play it with left hand side to try and straighten the white off the cushion. So, it's good making it look silly. Oh, to get enough backspin into it, I wanted to come one cushion into them. But I came 2, and that's why I left myself snooping. Cap 2. This is another interesting sort of shot. I'm not saying I'm going to be able to pull it off, but because this is a slidey table, if I play it with top spin, it's effectively backspin when it comes off in that direction. So I should be able to, what I need to do is aim to cut that slightly, just a tiniest bit off centre, so the 2 goes sort of at that middle pocket and the white's going to come in behind the 3. So if we look at the angle, I want to hit about there with top spin. Hopefully we'll stun him behind the 3. Overcut it, and that's why I hit 3 too thick. So I hit the 2 too thin there. But that's what we're trying to do. You know, always play a shot on purpose. You might not pull it off, but at least you're trying. I think the 2 goes past the 7, doesn't it? I'm just trying to kill the cue ball and screw straight in the middle pocket. That's it. Oh, did we get there? Were we alright? Oh, I've got to jump it. It's close. Oh, of course I've got to jump it. Of course I've got to jump it. Only the slightest hair though. The tiniest bit there. There you go, I want to jump over. I need to get some pace into this. Now, normally when you play a jump shot, you quite often hit down on it, so it's like a stun shot. So I'm going to have to try and jump it with top spin. Hopefully get far deep into the corner to miss the corner pocket. And then just hope to get somewhere on this sort of line. That's the trouble with it. I had to pod it to just get inside the corner pocket, because I know I wasn't going to get much top spin on it because I'm hitting down into the wall. Never mind. I was a centimetre away from having a nice easy clearance then. Too lazy. It's definitely rolling out from that side. Interesting. Right, 7 doesn't go into the there. Maybe it does actually. Not the pocket. I'm going to play this rail first. Try and cut the 5 in and come round underneath the 7 and maybe leave it in the middle. A bit like that. what sort of shot do I need to get on the 9? Where the 9 is there, you kind of want to be like parallel with the 8, and you either cut it in and come this way, but the 10 is a bit of an obstruction, or you come like this side and cut it in and come across that way. So I think I want to be like here, in which case it might be easier to just pop the 7 in the corner. Now, okay, a little bit straight, but kind of coming across the face of the 9. So I'll place it a bit of right hand side, try and get that sort of line. Top spin, right hand side. And we've got the same sort of, like the angle for this is like, if I play it with just sort of top spin, coming straight at the 10. So I think I'm just going to roll it in and like leave the white there and just take a thin 10 ball, rather than trying to mess around getting too cute. Cool. Right, I think it's my bedtime. Yeah, well, cheers everyone for tuning in. Anyone got any last questions before I disappear? Oh, I didn't change some decent camera view, look. What's that? Oh, anyone got any questions before I head off? Otherwise, I'm going to get myself to bed. I need a camera here, don't I? Light here, it's just dark. I've only got these lights up on the ceiling. Otherwise, I'm going to start to pack up. Yeah, Alexander, thank you so much again for the super chats. Really amazing. It's the first one I've ever had as well, so I really appreciate that. Yeah, cool. Right, okay. Unless we've got any comments, thank you so much. Vamoose. See you around. Cheers for tuning in, Matt. Really appreciate it, especially as you've been on quite a few of these streams, so it's quite often you and me, so thanks for tuning in, man. And cheers, everyone. I'm going to go to bed. Night all. Bye-bye.